A two-day hearing starting Tuesday could be WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange's last chance to stop his extradition from Britain to the United States. US prosecutors are seeking to put the 52-year-old on trial on 18 counts. They relate to WikiLeaks' high-profile release of troves of confidential US military records and diplomatic cables. Speaking outside the court in front of a crowd demanding his release, his wife Stella said his case was politically motivated.
There is no possibility of a fair trial if Julian is extradited to the United States. He should never be extradited to the United States. He would never be safe. The United States plotted to murder my husband. He is being accused of journalism. This case is an admission by the United States that they now criminalize investigative journalism. It's an attack on all journalists all over the world. It's an attack on the truth, and it's an attack on the public's right to know. Julian is a political prisoner, and his life is at risk.
She also likened his case to that of Alexei Navalny, the Russian opposition activist who died in prison on Friday while serving a 3-decade sentence. United States prosecutors argue the leaks put the lives of their agents at risk and that there is no excuse for his criminality. Lawyers for the US said their case against him was consistently and repeatedly misrepresented by Assange's legal team. But Assange's supporters hail him as an anti-establishment hero and a journalist persecuted for exposing wrongdoing. Assange's legal battles began in 2010. He spent 7 years in Ecuador's embassy in London before being dragged out and jailed in 2019 for breaching bail conditions. He has since been held in a maximum security London jail and even got married there. His extradition to the US was eventually approved in 2022. His legal team are trying to overturn that approval in front of 2 judges in what could be his last opportunity to prevent extradition in English courts. Assange himself was not in court nor watching remotely because he was unwell, according to his lawyer. Edward Fitzgerald says if convicted, Assange could be given a sentence as long as 175 years, but it's likely to be at least 30 to 40 years. If Assange wins this case, a full appeal hearing will be held to again consider his challenge. If he loses, his only remaining option would be at the European Court of Human Rights.
From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on Firstpost America.